Good morning, everyone. This is Gail Dudley with your news in motion. Today is Monday. Hello, Monday. It is May the 24th, 2021. So come on in the room, people. Let me know who's in the room. Come on in the room. I'm so excited to get started and to see what we're going to do this week, see what the news is going to bring our way, and see how things are going to be shaken up this week. I see several of you in here, so come on in the room. Hello, Gracie. Hello, Yvonne and Rosanna. Hello, Lori Williams Wallace. Hello to all of you. Hello and good morning to you. Good morning, Cherie. Good morning, Kenya Noel. Good morning to everyone. Good morning, Terry Davis. Good morning, Adrian. Good morning, Yvonne. Good morning. Yeah, y'all come on in the room today. Come on in the room. Good morning, Joy. Good morning. Good morning to all of you this morning. It's a little overcast here in Central Ohio. Let us know what it's like in your neck of the woods. If you would just put in there how the weather is rolling in your area. Good morning, Kimberly Graves. Good morning, Regina Short. Good morning, Jeffrey Allen James. Good morning to all of you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So if you just put in a thread what it's like in your area, Kimberly Graves, I know you were taking a self-care weekend and girl, you had it going on. I have never heard of blue velvet cake. I've heard of red velvet, but not blue velvet. But I must say it looked pretty good. Good morning, Patricia Lyles. Good morning, Diane Ladybug. Good morning to everyone. It is so great to be alive today and to see what it is that God's going to have us do. Good morning, Kenny Stanley. You and your daughter were newsworthy and so much more on Friday as your daughter was getting the vaccine at OSU East. Good morning, Pastor Antoinette. Good morning, Stephanie Burbridge Hall. Good morning. Good morning to everyone who's tuning in, whether you're tuning in now, whether you're on YouTube or any of our platforms, or whether you hit the replay and watch us later. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're tuning in, because the news is always news. We just happen to do it here at 7:25 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. So wherever you're tuning in, thank you and welcome to this platform. I am your host. I am your media personality, Gail Dudley, and I am so excited to be here. Y'all, God is doing some things. I hope you all had a fabulous, wonderful, peaceful, anointing Pentecost Sunday. I believe that God was manifesting his glory all over the world. And I believe it's up to us to take action and to live into everything that he showed us. Good morning, Mary Jenkins. Good morning, Judy Neal. Good morning. It's raining there. So, and you're in Baltimore, right? Cherie, you're in Baltimore or in the Maryland area. Let us know. Let us know. What's up, Mike Nicholson? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm just so excited about what God is doing. But I'm not going to delay the news any longer. We got work to do. We got a lot of news before you today. So go, you know what we do, y'all. Y'all know what we do. We've got to get started. Good morning, Davy. I saw you pop in here, girl. So good morning, y'all. We got our quote for the week. So here's our quote for the week. Every day, think as you wake up. Today, I am fortunate to have woken up. I am alive. I have a precious human life. I am not going to waste it. I am going to use all of my energies to develop myself, to expand my heart out to others. I am going to benefit others as much as I can. And that is from the Dalai Lama. So I just want y'all to take that in for a moment. Let's just, get ready for the week. And let's just look and see, okay, first of all, we're fortunate to have woken up. We are alive. We have a precious human life. And we're not going to waste it. We're going to use all of our energies to develop ourselves individually. Y'all, this is personal development. to expand our heart out to others, which means we're going to be givers. We're going to expand our hearts out to others. And we're going to benefit others as much as we can. So that's our quote for this week. That's our entire quote. For the coronavirus, y'all, the coronavirus numbers, we have some good news. We have some good news. Recovery, we only get the recovery numbers now. That's where we are, and we should be excited about that. We're at 27,502,255. Again, 27,502,255. Y'all, that's a great sign that the United States cases and deaths have dropped to a level not seen since last summer. And I want y'all just to look at those numbers to see our total, at least one dose of the vaccine or those who are fully vaccinated. And the numbers are slowly rising. If you remember last week, we were somewhere around 37.7, I believe, percent of fully vaccinated. We're now at 39.2%. At least one dose, we are at 49.2%. So that's a good sign. And I want to share this with you all. Those of you who are in Ohio, and I'm in that great state of Ohio, the Ohio health officials report that COVID-19 vaccinations jumped almost 30%. Y'all, they jumped almost 30% over the week after the announcement of the $1 million vaccine lottery. So $1 million must have motivated people, whatever it takes, but let's just get back to normal. But I want to show you a couple of charts because I think it's really interesting that we understand what's happening in the populations that are being vaccinated first. So the first video, the first image you see here, this is the lighter pink is the percent strong among persons who initiated vaccinations in the last 14 days. So this is the last 14 days. That's the lighter pink. So you can see in the last 14 days that the Hispanic and Latino population did more vaccinations. They're doing more. The Asian non-Hispanic. And then we also have the white and non-white. So I just want you to look at that. The darker pink or the burgundy is the percent among persons with at least one dose. With at least one dose. So you can see there that the white non-Hispanic population is about 60%. When I want us to look at the Black non-Hispanic, we're right about a little under 10%. And I'm highlighting that on News in Motion because that is our largest demographic here. And I want us to just really pay attention to this. And then the gray is the percentage of the U.S. population in this demographic category. So y'all, this is those who have had at least one dose administered, at least one dose. And this does not include the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. It does not include the Johnson & Johnson. They will be considered the fully vaccinated. So I want to show you the fully vaccinated chart. So if you look at the fully vaccinated chart, you will see, again, you have the white, non-white population that's coming out here. Yes, Kimberly, we should also look at our numbers, not including vaccinated folks, take them out, the overall numbers. And if you have that number, Kimberly, I would love for you to shoot that over to me sometime today. If you have a graphic, that will be great. I know you're in the healthcare industry. I would love to see that. We were looking for that and could not find that. But that number is staggering. So y'all, even fully dosed. So this also says when you look at the Black non-Hispanic, and I want to go back to the other grid for a moment, we have fallen behind with the second dose. We have fallen behind with the second dose. Again, look at that. Look at it there for the one dose, and then look at it now with the second dose. So the lighter blue is the percent among persons who completed all recommended doses in the last 14 days. That's the lighter blue. The darker blue is the percent among persons who are fully vaccinated. Good morning, Deborah Sneak. Good morning, Deborah Thomas. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you. And then the gray is the percentage of the U.S. population in the demographic category. And again, I share these, y'all, because we need to know these numbers. So this also should help us. This is our call to action. Y'all know who we are. We are daily news with relevant commentary and a call to action mixed with the inspirational message. So our call to action is to check on our neighbors, our friends, our family. Now, hear me when I say this. We don't know why there are people who are saying, I just don't want to do this for whatever reason. I'm not just talking the anti-vax population. I'm talking about those who are saying, I still want to know more. And all we can do on our end, and what I have agreed to do with the CDC and OSU East here in Central Ohio, is to at least share these numbers, share this information, and then to encourage you to speak with someone, speak with your physician. And yes, there are physicians who are telling their patients they're not even going to take it. So we don't know what the reason why is. So one thing we cannot do is we cannot guilt somebody or shame them. So we cannot guilt them into doing it or shame them for not doing. All we can do is be that voice and share the education we know. That's why it was so important for me, I think it was a few weeks ago, to share with you what happened to me on day 15 after my second dose. It was as if I caught something for about 24, 36 hours, and it was horrible. Now, I've already shared that story. You can check it out on past videos, but that's what we want to do. We want to encourage you, but we don't want to guilt anybody, and we do not want to shame anybody. I see you, Mary. You said, I wonder how many African Americans are waiting to see what happens before getting vaccinated. And there's probably a large population. And so Kimberly Graves has agreed to get me whatever information she has. Y'all, the first Americans could start receiving vaccine boosters shots as early as September or October. So that's happening, according to the CEOs of Pfizer and Moderna. So that is happening. That was found in Axios. All right, y'all, we still have these shenanigans that are going on. So we have right here Representative Matt Gaetz, Republican of Florida. His ex-girlfriend is reportedly cooperating with federal authorities in their probe into the congressman's alleged involvement in sex trafficking and sexual relationships with a minor. So y'all, CNN reported Friday that the woman is a former Capitol Hill staffer who could potentially help investigators analyze hundreds of transactions made by the congressman that they have obtained through records, according to people familiar with the matter. So y'all, we have that. So this is happening. And I share this because, so much is happening in our community and with different representatives, and we're going into the primaries. We need this information, y'all. Again, do not just focus on your community or where you live, your city or your state, but think about people, friends, and relatives in other states that you can share this information with, and that they're armed with the knowledge when they go to vote. Then we also have this. CNN drops Rick Santorum. Y'all remember he was he had run for the GOP presidential candidate a few years before. I think he was maybe in the most recent, not the most recent one, but the one where the old occupant won. And I believe he was in one before when Barack Obama was still in office. But the CNN has terminated his contract as senior political commentator after racist, inaccurate remarks he made about Native Americans. And this comes directly from HuffPost. Santorum, a former Republican senator and two-time failed GOP presidential candidate, sparked outrage last month after claiming that there was nothing in America before white colonizers arrived, and that Native people hadn't contributed much to the American culture anyway. Here's his direct quote, and please hear this. "We birthed a nation from nothing. I mean, there was nothing here," Santorum said to students during remarks at a Young Americans Foundation event. He goes on with this quote and says, "I mean, yes, we have Native Americans, but candidly, there isn't much Native American culture in American culture." So again, people are opening their mouths. Again, what I said last week, I believe God is revealing things and exposing people. I believe that is what's happening on a regular. And then we have this in the news, y'all. This is our weekend recap. We have this in the news. Nicole Hannah Jones. This is the Wrap reporting, who founded the 1619 Project, was not offered tenure at her alma mater. My alma mater, the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Instead, she was offered a different role with the option for a tenure review in 5 years. This all comes because she's the one who founded the 1619 Project. And as we know, conservatives are pushing back on that repeatedly. Now, y'all, also the weekend recap. I know I'm giving y'all a lot of news, but I want y'all armed with this information. Y'all, get this. Excuse me. We are paying for this. We, the taxpayers, are paying for this. If you're wondering, what is that? That's Mar-a-Lago. Take a look at that. That's Mar-a-Lago. Excuse me. We are paying for this. Former, and I have to use his name because I want y'all to know what's happening. Former President Donald Trump charged the Secret Service more than $40,000 this spring for rooms at Trump's own protective detail used while guarding him at his Mar-a-Lago club, according to federal spending records. I see you, Kim Carter. Yep, that's a shame. Y'all, the records show that Trump's club charged the Secret Service $396.15 every night, starting January the 20th. That's the day he left the White House and moved full-time to his Palm Beach, Florida club. Now, y'all, what I want to tell y'all, and I just want y'all to look at this picture because you see all the flags. We're paying for this. So another call to action is to contact your representative and ask them, why are we paying for this? We didn't approve this. We didn't approve this. Now, in his number of detail, his security detail are larger than previous presidents. Why? Why? Somebody tell me why. Now, y'all, I want y'all to hear this. Those charges, ultimately paid by taxpayers, continued until at least April the 30th. The spending records show that a total of $40,011.15. Y'all, these charges were for a single room used as a workspace by Secret Service agents, according to one person familiar with the payments. Y'all, this is happening. Now, they've since, I don't know what happened there, but he's now moved to New Jersey for a little while at another club, and he has Secret Service there taking up room space as well. So we're waiting for the May report to come out. But y'all, this is happening. This is happening. And these are the questions we need to raise. These are the questions, regardless if you are Republican, Democrat, or independent. These are the questions we need to be raising as we're moving forward in the primary election. We need to know where our elected officials stand. The candidates of our choice, where do they stand and what is it that they're doing? This is how we arm ourselves. This is how we arm ourselves. So we got to keep going with the news. We got to keep going with the news. Y'all, he's 50 years old. Phil Mickelson wins the PGA championship at the age of 50, becoming the golf's oldest major champion in history. So congratulations to him. He knocked it out the park. And yes, y'all, Tiger Woods said some amazing things about him. And I believe it probably even gave Tiger Woods a little bit of help too, a little bit of insight to say, I think I still have time. Hello, somebody. You know, Tiger Woods like, oh, he did it at 50. How many more years do I have? Let me get this body in order so I can get back out there on the golf course. Y'all, you know, listen, if you don't want all your stuff out there, don't sit down with Oprah. Don't do it. Y'all, here it is again. Oprah can get it out of you. Y'all, this is images courtesy of Indian Express. NBC is reporting Prince Harry reveals alcohol and drug use after the death of his mother, Princess Diana. And I'm sure I can understand. In a new Oprah interview in the Me You Can't See documentary, it was released on Friday, and Prince Harry has accused the British royal family. Now, he didn't accuse his own family, y'all, of total neglect, and revealed he turned to alcohol and drugs years after the death of his mother. The Duke of Sussex made the comments that he once again opened up about his mental health to the American media. Y'all know she's just an interviewer of top interviewers, Oprah Winfrey, in a new interview. And y'all, this was released on Friday. And I don't know if you had a chance to see it, but this young man is speaking nothing but the truth. He has sought help, even from his own family, and they didn't help him. They didn't help him. Now we even have more insight as to why he got his bride up out of there. He said, nope, we're not about to do this. Y'all, guess what else is in the news? Bam, if you haven't sold it by now, you might want to hold on to it. Y'all, sales of the existing U.S. home dropped for the third straight month by 2.7% in April. Yep, it has dropped, y'all. It has dropped by 2.7% in April. Now, the median April home price, let's say $341,000, it was kind of like up 19% over the last year. This is the CNBC reporting. If y'all went to the videos that I did while I was off, I talked about how we look at CNBC for some of our reporting. Y'all, sales of existing homes dropped 2.7% in April from March to a seasonal adjusted and annualized rate of 5.85 million units, according to the National Association of Realtors. Y'all, this was the third straight month of declines, the group said. So again, if you're trying to get rid of it, you better get rid of it in this small window that we still have operating. I want to see what some of you are saying out here, because I was just giving y'all straight news after news after news after news. Don't tell Oprah nor social media. That's right, Mike Nicholson. Let's see, John Gore was talking about golf, way to represent the season group. I know, it kind of like said, ooh, that's my category. Yes, I can testify. Let me see what Kenya's saying. Oh, Weezy will get out of you. Listen, she will get it out of you. And she sits there so calm, and she just smiles at you, and she'll ask a question, and she's not a good person. She's not a poker face person, because she'll show her expression. You say something to Oprah, she's going to grab on what you said. She's going to come back around and ask you that question. Yes, she will. He said they wouldn't stop until his mother was there. And yeah, he did. He was being really frank in his interview. He has shared before about his mental health. He has shared before about things that are going on and about the rules of the royalty. I don't know. Being a queen, we all queens. I'm a queen. You a queen. We all queens. Being a queen is one thing with that title. Queen. First of all, just call me by my name. But see, if you have to have that kind of royal family and you can't really relate to your family, there's something wrong with that. You can't breastfeed me. You can't play with me. You can't play soccer. You can't take me shopping. We can't cut up. We can't take certain pictures. I ain't got time for that. I need to be having some fun. Mike is saying they're buying up houses in my neighborhood like hotcakes. Y'all hear me? This is the opportunity. And it goes back to the conference I was telling you all that I had the pass with the International Summit with TD Jakes. That was off the chain. Now it's for sale. You got to buy the videos if you want to see the videos. But let me give you just a sneak peek. They were talking about going around and buying up homes. Even if you're buying the home for that person who may be losing the home, can stay in the home. You're kind of like holding it for them until they can get back on their feet. Y'all, here's an opportunity. This is where we cannot miss out, y'all, as Black and brown people. Even in investments. Y'all, we really need to consider this, and we just can't all be the head chief. The people who know how to do it need to take the lead. And those of us who want to invest need to be able to invest. That's how we work this thing out, y'all. Because what's happening, you're going to see gentrification at another level, at a new level all over again, because the money is rolling into these neighborhoods and they're buying up these homes. Listen. Let's get smart about this, y'all. Let's get smart about this. Hello, somebody. There is no housing inventory. I know in Maryland, y'all are like in trouble. A lot of areas are in trouble. But y'all, where you are seeing the foreclosure coming up and people trying to sell homes because now they're seeing they're not going to really make a profit right now. They're going to start dumping homes. Yep, sad about Prince Harry. Let me see. Your house went up by 150 from what you paid. There you go. Hello, somebody. John Gore is saying houses in the area are going 35 to 38 over asking price. So y'all still have a time. Y'all still have time. Y'all, Hester, syndication, group buying. There you go, Hester. Hello, somebody. Hester's in North Carolina. Y'all should be her friend on Facebook. Do some inbox messaging so you can get this information. We might need to have Hester lead us up on this. Mary Jenkins, let's go. What is Mary Jenkins talking about? Let me see. Oh, Mary Jenkins must have said something. Now I can't find it. Let me see if I can find it. Folks saying sell your home, get an apartment, and invest the proceeds. Well, let's go. Hello, somebody. We got to do something, y'all. We got to do something. All right, y'all. Let me wrap this up for today. Boom, for the win. For the win, y'all. This girl got it going on. Let me tell you, she got it going on. Y'all, that's Simone Biles. Once again, she has made history. And I'm going to try to say the name of this jump. It's called Yoachenko. I said it. Yoachenko double pike vault in return to competition at the U.S. Classic. That girl came out like boom. She was telling everybody, I didn't just sit at home during the height of the pandemic. She was probably in her backyard doing flips, in her gym doing flips. That girl is probably making up flips. That's why half the people can't even say the name that I just said. I probably messed it up too, because she probably made up her own name. So she gets the win. She gets the win. She gets the win for that girl. Got it going on. Hello, somebody. All right, y'all, the inspirational message, and we're out of here. Inspirational message. Yesterday, I posted on my Facebook page, boom, that's the flower bed right outside my home. That's a rose bush. That rose bush has been there for at least 15 years. When the landscapers were coming to do, they were like, well, I think we should do some knockout roses. I didn't know what those were. And I said, okay. I said, as long as I don't have to do nothing, because I have allergies really bad. So they have grown. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And because your car be beeping coming out the out the garage, because the knockout bushes are now in the driveway. And the people said, well, you can't cut them back. You got to snip them and clip them. It's like, whatever. And then they normally die and go away. Well, my sister was here on Saturday. Pat Lau, she's on here. My sister was here on Saturday. It was so nice to have a visitor. She was really my second visitor. My mother-in-law was my first visitor. I wasn't talking about my children. They come and go. But she was like the first. She came, she's a nurse, so she came in here with her mask. I said, you can take your mask off. I know you've been vaccinated. Y'all, I've grown, haven't I? Because first I was like, no. But she's family. I know she's done everything she's supposed to do. So she was at the house. So we, acted silly for a while. My husband and her, that brother-sister relationship is just off the chain. They call each other names. Good names, y'all, not bad. And so they laugh and talk and everything. So as she's leaving, she says, Gail, come out here and clip these. You're going to lose these if you don't clip them. I was like, girl, no, I ain't into that. Keep on going. And so she said, well, then give me the clippers. I'll do it. And still I said, nope, girl, go. Bye. See you later. So she left. She was like, what? So on Sunday, I went out for a minute, came back, and I saw them. And y'all, I have to say, I saw them. I looked at them differently. I said, wow, these are absolutely beautiful. And I said, what can I do with these? I was like, I don't know what to do with these. And I said, well, this can't be that hard, can it? It cannot be that hard. So I came in, I put on some, outdoor stuff, whatever. And I have allergies really bad, but I was like, whatever. So I went out there and I said, it can't be that hard. So I looked and I clipped off one. I was like, wow, this is actually beautiful. And so I had a big thing of paper, newspaper. So I started I clipped about 30 of them. And I said, what am I going to do with them? And I said, oh, I have a vase. So I said, well, let me go in here and be the flower arranger and arrange these in a vase. And y'all, I'm going to show y'all this picture. And I'm going somewhere with this. That's the picture of the flowers, of the 30 roses. First of all, they have my house smelling amazing. Amazing. Second of all, I didn't pay $19.99, $36.99, or $99.99 for these. And I didn't have to pay a delivery fee because they're out of my own yard. But y'all, this is what I want to say. And this is the inspirational message. This is what I want to say about that. Y'all, I had the best time out there. Even when Amazon wasn't my package, it was his, wasn't my package. Even when he came to drop off, a package, he said, wow. He said, your roses are beautiful. He said, it's something great to see since I wasn't able to go to church on Pentecost Sunday. And I said, wow. And so I clipped one. I gave him a couple. He said, "Oh, really? I'm gonna take these home to my wife." And I said, "Sure, whatever." So then a neighbor of mine my neighbor said, "You didn't have these bushes for how many years? This is the first time I've ever seen you out." So I told her the story. This is what I want to say about the inspirational message. Try something new. Seriously. Y'all, it was so relaxing. I was so proud of myself. And y'all, they look so good. I said, I did this. Even when I came in the home, I was sharing. I said, look what I've done. He said, just if you just step out there and try something. You were trying to tell your sister no on yesterday because this was Sunday for Saturday. And I said, I know. I said, but look how they smell. And even this morning, we both said the entire home smells like roses. And it's a sweet smelling spirit move in our home. Y'all, I did that. I want to encourage you today. Don't be so afraid to try something new. Don't be afraid to try something new. Y'all, I don't know. And the bush, the one picture that you were able to see, let me see if I can get that back up here. This one picture, that's what's still on there. That's what's still on there after I took these off. This is what's still there. Y'all, that is still there. And I'm like, what do I do? So now I'm wondering how long I had before they go away. But y'all, there was a message in there, and I believe it was Ashley Grant who made a comment yesterday. She said, the word was when your sister said, if you don't clip them, you'll lose them. If you don't use the gift, skills, and talents that God has created on the inside of you, I just said something, y'all. If you don't use it, is it possible that you'll lose it or you'll forget about it? Or you don't consider it more on your journey in your life? Now, y'all, I'm not out in the yard every day. That's not my thing. But there's something about those. Now I'm protective of the rose bush. I'm protected now of it. I said, this is what's here. This is what I created. This is what God created and allowed me to be a part of. Y'all, it's absolutely, I am indebted to my sister for making that. She came in the house and never said anything about him. But on her way out, she noticed it. She looked back and said something. That's another message. What have you noticed that you need to look back and say something to somebody else? Now, there's a whole lot of message in what happened on Saturday and Sunday. Y'all, that's all I have today. And you know what I say. Stay well and remember, make some moves.